In Path of Exile 3.19, for better or for worse, the game saw a drastic change in the ways that players are rewarded. And while this resulted in some people leaving the game, those that remain have been tasked with one thing: finding the loot. Yo guys, welcome to the video. This is Josh or Milky, and welcome to day number 5 of the 7-day 7-farm challenge. In today's video, we're going to be going over the Delirium Mirror. We're going to be juicing up some strands, and I actually wanted to try out a compass that someone mentioned in the previous video, which is Runic monsters are duplicated. So I really enjoyed Expedition in the grand design strategy, so I thought I'd try it out in this one along with that compass. And we had some pretty good results, and I think you're going to like this one. It's very good. Now, also, something that has been questioned quite a lot is my POB. Guys, I'm not very good with builds. I will share the POB. I will make a video showcase if you guys want, but it will not be a thorough guide. I don't feel comfortable doing that. I don't feel overly qualified, but I'm more than happy to share the build in a video format if you guys would like to see that. So let me know. Let me know down below if you want to see the build and how I crafted the items, or some stories behind the wand, maybe, if you want to see that. So yeah, let me know in the comments and enjoy the video. So as customary, we're going to come straight on into the skill tree. As you can see, it's pretty basic. We've taken pretty much all of the Delirium nodes. One thing I will say is if you struggle with the Delirium itself, I'd probably avoid this cluster right here. This is what takes the Delirium kind of up another level as you go further through the map, this node right here. So if you struggle with the Delirium, if you've got a build that can't really handle it, but you're intent on doing this strategy, which maybe you shouldn't be if that's the case, but just drop this node and then try it again. And if you're still struggling, then I'd probably say this isn't the one for you. Delirium is quite difficult, so there's your little disclaimer on that. We had in Ambush. I actually wanted to try out Harbinger. I've not done many Harbingers this league, so I thought I'd give it a go. Then we have altars. I went with blue for this one. I was kind of getting bored of doing red. You can do either one. It's absolutely fine. Obviously, you get more altars doing the blue, which means more mobs, which means more Delirium progress. So I guess blue is technically a little bit better. I also wanted to try out rolling some sextants. Since this only used 2 sextants, I thought maybe we can roll our own. One thing that's really good this league is there are so many sextants you can hit when you're rolling your own that sell for a decent amount. I thought we'll try it, and we actually got a couple of sellable sextants. Flash Breach, because I wanted to include a Breach Scarab, and this just makes your breaches a bit more tolerable. They're a bit faster. And then I had a difficult decision to make. I was thinking, do I want to go Harvest, or do I want to go Expedition? And I had so much fun yesterday, as I said, doing Expedition, that I decided to go for that. And as for everything else, it's just blocking off the mechanics we do not want to see. And that'll be it. Bit of quant, bit of rarity, juice up those God Touch as much as we can. And that's the tree, guys. It's pretty basic. Let's go into the Scarabs and whatnot. Okay, so as for your shopping list, this is what you're going to want before you head on into these maps. I chose to go with a Gilded Expedition Scarab. Obviously, we're juicing up those expeditions, so it's really nice, especially in combo with the compass that we're using. Then we used a Rusted Breach, Rusted Harbinger, and a Rusted Ambush. You can use these a bit higher if you want. I actually think it would be beneficial to do so, other than the Breach. Breach was a bit lackluster in this. The way that mechanics interact with the fog is essentially when you start a mechanic, you pause the fog. And what was happening with the Breach was I was actually delaying the fog so much I had to wait for it to catch up. And on a couple of occasions I actually outran it because I just didn't notice. Maybe I dropped the Breach, or maybe it's just a bit of a skill issue on my part, who knows. Then Harbinger, because we're scaling some Harbinger on the tree. Ambush, same reason. You get a lot of operative strongboxes, so you get a decent amount of Scarabs. And then for the compasses, the namesake of the strat, we're going to include the Mirror of Delirium, and then just something I wanted to test out. It's fairly expensive. It's like 80C for these with 4 uses. I'm not sold on it, is probably my response on this. It felt quite lackluster. I don't feel like I got too many more logbooks or reroll currencies. I think it will reflect in the number of artifacts we ended up getting, but for the sake of the video, you're not going to see those. Or maybe the artifacts make up for it, which we will be doing probably during the selling stream. I'll go through and do all of my vendors. But yeah, let's go straight on into the loot. Sorry we have no clips today, but we didn't really get any huge drops. We got a ton of God Touched. That should be no. I think we got like probably up to 15 God Touch. Not all currency, obviously, but no big explosions. So we did end up getting 6 Divine Orbs from our God Touched currency mobs. And then outside of that, We got less logbooks than the grand design strategy, but we did run, I think, 24 less maps. So logbooks per map, I think we were actually higher, so you can see the compass kind of working out right there. How many? We got 24 simulacrums on the dot, plus 294 splinters, which is nice. I'm not going to bother trying to count all those delirium orbs, but it's probably like 60 or 70. A lot of maps. All these scarabs are from the operative strong boxes. And then, of course, we dropped a lot of raw divines. I don't know if it was from Arcanist strong boxes, or just because there was way more mobs in the map, or maybe currency rewards from the delirium. We ended up getting a lot of raw divines. But the most of the money is going to be in reroll currency we have here, the logbooks, and the simulacrums, as well as the deli orbs. But let's see how this looks on the spreadsheet. If you just wanted the eye test and you just wanted to see it, there it is. But let's go straight into the spreadsheet. Fifth spreadsheet, brilliant. If you see on the left there, if your eyes were straight away drawn to the divines per hour, we did beat out yesterday despite running that expensive compass, so that's brilliant. This strategy definitely works. And if you look, I've added something else. It's the profit per map, because some people can't obviously play long sessions, so I thought I'd include that profit per map. You're going to average about 80C, 4.43 divs per hour when we're investing. You know, we're investing 22 divines into an 8-hour session, which was 88 maps in total. The Runic Monsters Compass and the Delirium Mirror made up about 66% of the investment cost, but it seems to have been worth it because we definitely got a good divine per hour, and also the profit per map is really good for someone who can't play those long sessions. You're going to see a decent amount of return just on a few maps. What we got from the God Touch was, of course, 1,200 chaos, which was 6 divines, and if we put that into the right hand side as I normally do, we get closer to 5. Now, as usual, I must reiterate, bulk is a thing. We're not including it for the sake of the spreadsheets, but don't you worry. When you get these ramping up and you get all these delirium orbs, all these simulacrums, all these scarabs, this number will quickly go up. So for the sake of this, I do undersell it in terms of just showing what you will get on the day. But if you're someone that can do a lot of maps and bulk up, and you're willing to learn how to sell in bulk, you're going to make closer to those 6, 7, maybe even 8 divines when we start thinking about the artifacts we got and the reroll vendors. So guys, that was today. I hope you enjoyed this one. Tomorrow we're going to be doing Delirium Orb, God Touched farming in Jungle Valley. It's going to be wild. We're going to try and get some big piles of divines, so hopefully some nice clips for you guys. If you want to see that, check out the stream. I'll be live from 6 PM BST. And other than that, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.